you?
Good.
Every
how
time
are
I
you?
get your accent is so fantastic. I feel like I want to break into an English accent. I don't know why.
Can you
it's
do
really
one?
strange. Could you teach me? Well, you do an American accent on
Yeah,
your show,
I can't. I'm
so
bad at teaching English.
can you you can't teach it because there's something that you change your
You
mouth.
just it comes from like more the front of your mouth. So you just make more of the beginnings and the ends of the words rather than the middles of them.
So you make more of the beginnings and the ends.
Exactly.
Of the words. Oh, that
That's
kind of
not bad.
works.
Yeah, you just have to like make a meal of each like thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you had to do the reverse. You have to do for Finding Carter. you
Yeah,
have
it
to
like
do an
comes from
American
the
accent.
back of your throat.
Right. So
It's
American,
weird.
we talk at the back of our throat.
Yeah, and it's like it's really weird to get used to, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's like muscle memory.
I heard that you did this obviously when you were on the set of the show
Mm-hmm.
and sort of like in between takes, but actually you would go around places in LA.
Yeah,
and,
I was
and
just when I used to come out for like pilot season every year, and someone was like to me, "You should just speak in an American accent as much as you can, because the more you realize that other people don't realize that you're British when you talk in one, the more like
Yeah.
confident you'll get."
Right.
So I started just doing it all the time.
So for people who don't know the premise of the show, do you want to just give them like a little?
Okay, so the premise of Finding Carter is about a young girl who has this great relationship with her single mother. They're kind of like sisters. And then one day, Carter does some like silly prank with her friends and ends up getting like taken to jail. And then they take her into this other room and they tell her that they put her name into the system and they figured out that she's this girl that they've been looking for in another state for 13 years.
Everything was perfect. My mom was the best. I could tell her anything.
So what is this? A booty call?
Mom!
We were always together. But then I learned the truth. My entire life was a lie.
Carter Stevens is not your real name.
So this woman who she like loves and has had this great relationship with is actually the woman who abducted her 13 years ago.
Oh my gosh,
So
that's
she would go live with her other family.
It's such an incredible.
It's a crazy like premise.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not crazy the whole time. Like it's yeah.
Yeah, and I do like the fact that instead of, when you that first, entry into your home that's supposed to be your home,
yeah.
it's not like all butterflies and roses. You're kind of like, I don't really want to
This
be
is
here.
not yeah. She just rejects it
Yeah.
and straight for a while, because her biological mom is a cop, and her kidnapper mom goes on the run as soon as she realizes that they've found her. So like her biological mom is like hunting her kidnapper mom.
These are heavy things to deal with, and you're playing a 16-year-old.
I am playing a 16-year-old, yeah. The thing about Carter that they said to me from the beginning is like she's a 16-year-old girl, but she's kind of like an adult trapped in a 16-year-old's body because her mom's given her original like kidnapper mom gave her all these great experiences and like they had a really respectful relationship. She was never treated like a kid.
Yeah, and this is a good problem to have in Hollywood, looking younger than you.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm fine. And it was so weird because I kept getting these things like they were saying like I sounded older than a 16-year-old, but I like looked too young to play such and such. So when I read the description of Carter and it was like adult trapped, and I was like, yes.
So now cut to the show is getting great buzz, and you have a huge poster in Times Square.
That was
Your face
insane.
is how big in Times Square? It's a massive picture of your face, because that's the promo for the show. It's just a
Yeah, I
massive
wanted
picture
to
of you.
vomit.
Did
Like,
you?
It's just
Oh my
weird.
God, I'd be
It's
so
like,
excited. I'd fly there myself, and I would start I'd be like selfieing in front of it,
so,
doing the whole thing.
well, I went with the director and the creator the other day to the one on Sunset, and we were taking pictures of us with the,
You did?
Yeah.
Being English, how do you feel about selfies?
I don't take selfies usually just because I'll do like funny ones. I never like look at myself and I'm like, damn, I'm looking hot today. I should snap this moment.
You're really not an LA girl, are you?
Or maybe, no, but I just don't have days where I don't have that good hair days.
Oh, I love your haircut.
Oh, thanks.
So I know you shoot the show in Atlanta. Did I hear something about roaches? You had roaches?
I
in
have
your-
roaches, yes, in my
Oh my
apartment.
God. You
I've
really had a
tried
fabulous time in
everything.
America.
Yeah, I booked this apartment myself, so it's kind of my fault. But yeah, I've had them for a while. I've tried everything to get rid of them. I have like everything. I don't like killing them. I can't kill them. So I just like try to repel them.
They're smart.
They are, and they will inherit the earth, and then they'll all be laughing that we've tried to kill them. So now I've just learned to become friends with them, and I've started naming them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The two last ones that I saw were when I started to rename them. One's called Houdini because he like even when you put a glass on top of him to try and put him outside, he escapes. And the other one's called Cedric.
You can recognize them?
Yeah, well, one's bigger than the other. Unless I'm seeing one big one and one small one, but they're all different and there's like hundreds.
There could be hundreds of them. And last but not least, I heard you have an exhibition coming out. You're a photographer.
No, I did.
You had one,
Yeah,
okay.
like last year I had my first exhibition. I was with 2 like London charities that I was working with.
So is that something you do sort of when you're on set, when you're just or is it you consciously go out and go, okay?
No, I find it really, I took my camera on set for Finding Carter. And it's incredibly, because I've never been in a show like where I'm in like this many scenes.
Almost every scene. Yeah.
And I just never have time to like take out my camera and actually take photos. I would love to.
I would think you'd be great at taking selfies since you're a photographer.
You can't really take a selfie. You have to like focus and then you're like, it's like really hard to take and you're like really close.
Yeah, because most people use an iPhone. You're using one of those with the adjustable
it's like right
lens.
in your face. Yeah, it's like too close. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, I saw a cute promo they did for the show where you were standing in front of the camera and they turned the set upside down.
That was insane. They built that set. It looks kind of like special effects.
Yeah.
And I thought when I read the memo for what it was going to be like, it was just going to be special effects. I get to the studio and there's this like gigantic room which they've built on a really like a 360 degrees axis. And I've got like a platform in front of it. And they've bolted down all the furniture, but everything else like falls out when it goes upside down. It's so loud. So like when I was looking, and they filmed it in slow motion, so when I'm looking at the camera, I'm like trying not to like twitch because I feel like things are gonna fall on my head.
That's what I saw, because I saw them actually. I saw the filming of it.
Yeah.
And you're just standing there, and you have to just stare dead into the camera.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
don't
just
know
trying
how
not
you
to
didn't
laugh.
flinch.
Yeah.
It was just like watching it all. I mean, was it like one take? You had to get it in one take,
We
or
did
they
it
could do it again?
every time they had to reset. It
Okay.
took like half an hour because they'd have to like rebuild the bedroom basically.
Right.
And they had a safety guy, but one time because we had this like safety meeting, whatever, he was like, if I see something that's gonna like fall on your head, like the bed falls from the ceiling or something, I'm gonna say like I can't remember what he's gonna say, like stop, move or whatever. And he said that once, and I was like, oh my god, I thought I was gonna like die. But it was just a lamp or something that was falling way behind me.
You're like, it's like the president with the Secret Service that's like looking out to protect him or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he was gonna just dive in front of that lamp and save me.
Save your life.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He just was like, move.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Congrats on the show.
Thank
Such
you.
a good show.